Hey, YouTube are about to change how they count their views. Now, look at this one.
Going live, going live. Hey, everyone, listen, emergency, emergency. We're here. It's breaking news. Dan, it's breaking news. It's emergency, emergency.
Calm down, calm down.
I know it's an emergency, everybody. Things are changing on YouTube again. Like we thought the monetization changes were crazy. This one's a different change. And I can't wait to talk to you in the chat. So we're doing this live, which is why you need to be subscribed to these channels, because sometimes we might just go live because something crazy's happened. And something crazy kind of has happened. Everyone's going to have a distinct opinion on this. So I can't wait to see what everyone's opinion is. Dan, we should just get ready into this. We're not going to mess around. What's going on? What is going on?
So we are just getting word from YouTube that starting, let's see, on the 24th of this month, so very soon, next week, we are going to now be counting views differently. If you make shorts, this will sound familiar, but essentially, every time somebody sees even one frame from your video, that will now count as a view publicly. So similar to shorts, we will now have a section in our analytics for engaged long form views and then just views. That is the crux of what we're talking about today.
And it's a big deal because that means pretty much everyone in chat is going to see their numbers go up, much the same way they did when shorts did the same thing. Is that a good thing? We're going to talk about that later. They came out with a help guide or help sheet and like a video. Dan and I haven't even seen the video yet. So why don't we go ahead and play that first? And let's see what YouTube says about this. Let's take a listen.
YouTube is moving to an exposure-based model for views across all formats, meaning a view will now be counted the moment a video begins to play from the very first frame. Hello, Insiders. I'm Rene Ritchie, a longtime creator now working at YouTube, and
Does that mean creators will make more money or what? Right?
here's what's up. Last year, YouTube moved to an exposure-based model for shorts views. This year, starting August 24, YouTube will be expanding that model to long form, podcasts, live streams, all formats. YouTube is doing this to ensure consistency across the platform, to make sure every moment of connection between creator and audience is captured, and so that there's no confusion or fragmentation about what a view actually means. Creators can use this updated, standardized count to better understand views across formats and to better communicate the full scale of audience impact to brand partners and sponsors. And viewers will know when they see a view count, it's all based on the same model from that first frame. All new videos uploaded after the changes on August 24, 2026 will show the updated first frame view count. All videos uploaded prior to the change will keep their existing view count up until the change. Historical view totals will not be updated retroactively, but following the change, new views on those videos will follow the updated first frame count. To compare performance more consistently before and after the change, creators can use the engaged views metric in YouTube Studio. An engaged view means the viewer stayed to watch past the first frame and initial seconds. It's how all views were counted historically, which is why they're useful for historical comparisons. Engaged views will also remain the view metric used to qualify for Shorts, ad, and premium revenue sharing in the YouTube Partner Program and for monetization and revenue calculation across all videos. And yes, I totally understand some of this can sound complicated, but if you're already familiar with how Shorts views work today, then you're already familiar with how all views will be working after August 24. But if these new views are all new to you, we'll all be here to help. So let me know your thoughts and questions in the comments and keep it real.
All right. I love Renee. He's just the messenger. Please don't shoot the messenger. And I see a lot of people in chat saying that they like it. Why is this not? It's all good. All this other thing. So if you're a shorts creator, you're already familiar with this. That is essentially that the view is from the first frame, which includes autoplay. So that means when you're scrolling by on the homepage and someone just blips across your thumbnail, you're now getting a view for that. The creator in me does not like this because it's not a real view. Let's be honest. If someone saw one frame, and I need you to understand what a frame is. Frame is like a 30th of a second if you're shooting in 30 frames per second. It's a 60th of a second if you shoot in 60p, right? 60 frames a second. They don't know anything about your video. They clicked, whoops, sorry, and that's considered a view. Some creators will like that. It will not change how the algorithm treats your video. Just because now it'll have more views doesn't mean now you're going to get more like real views. So the creator me hates that part. The part of me that likes it is the part, and it may not be valid for a lot of the people that are in chat right now, is the part of me that deals with sponsorships, who really only look at views for the most part. This actually is great for that. This is gonna look like I got a lot more views than I normally get. So that's great. But for the creator, it's going to be confusing, because for the people who don't watch channels like this and live streams like this, they're going to wake up on the 25th and all of a sudden, all their videos are 1 of 10s, even though they're not really, right? And unless they dig into the engaged view thing, immediately everyone gets free views, but they're not really views. They've always been there. So what is your take on this, Dan?
I really don't think it's going to be a 1 of 10 kind of change in the way you're talking about it. I don't know, of course. My opinion is that for shorts, this makes sense because shorts get impressions in one way that's different from the rest of YouTube videos, and that is they get impressions when you swipe, but they just made it views now, right? That's what they did last year. It's like if you swipe on a short, you can swipe as fast as you want, you're giving all of those shorts a view. And we thought that was kind of silly, but it makes you reframe it. Okay, views are basically impressions. That's not how it works with long form, because long form, still, whether you see a lot of shorts or not, it still dominates everything on the rest of YouTube. Suggested, browse, search, those are all impressions. Every time those videos enter your screen, that's an impression. So this is different because I think with shorts, the views basically doubled overnight for a lot of people, right? It was like half engaged views, half not engaged views. With long form, you really still do have to make that choice to click a video, so you're probably not even hovering on a video until you're about to make the choice anyway. I predict, this is based on nothing but just vibes, I predict it'll be like a 20% increase to your view count, and that'll be your non-engaged views. That's like, because if it was like 50% for, or 100% or whatever for shorts, I'm thinking it's not going to be as impactful for long form. That's just my, again, based on nothing but vibes take.
Let's read a couple of real quick super chats. Does this mean they will subtract them like they do after shorts? I mean, that part isn't changing. Invalid views get removed from videos all the time, so that's not a change.
What's an invalid view now?
Yeah, well, who knows? That's the thing. Bot farms are going to be making all types of money now. Update to historical views tells me current views already include first frame views. That's not true. That's not what he's saying at all. So current views are by an engagement. I actually asked Renee Richard directly about this. Include an engagement metric. They won't tell you exactly what the secret sauce is, but it's several seconds. He actually said it in that video. So you need to be watching for at least a couple of seconds. Bring up the help page and let's go through this and let's see exactly what they're saying.
Yes. So an update to how we count public views across YouTube. So this is like the official statement on YouTube's own help page. So they talk about what they did last year. Oops, it jumped on me. What they did last year, and then beginning on the 24th, they'll be counting, as a view, the moment a video plays, the very first frame. This is the standard will apply globally across all formats. So again, they're already doing this for shorts. This is now going to be going out to everything else. They're just making it more across the platform. Historically, we've used multiple view counting systems across different formats. However, we've heard that creators want to eliminate this metric confusion and accurately understand their true exposure, which is why we're making this update.
I don't know if that's true. I never wanted to know that.
I never wanted to see it. Also, what do you mean? Because I don't count someone accidentally seeing my video as like a view. I count that as an oopsie daisy. So for me, I'm kind of like, well, we already have impressions, so I'm not really sure. I've never been craving this data, but okay.
Yeah.
Impact on YouTube Analytics performance will keep the original metric called engaged views in YouTube Analytics advanced mode. For me, this is where I'm like even more a little bit like bummed out, because that's a lot of clicks to find data that to me very much matters. I still want to know my engaged views. That's important to me. And if YouTube, if you're listening, I beg you not to do this. But please. But if you have to do this, please make it just a little bit easier. I don't want to go all the way into advanced mode and like toggle a bunch. I don't like using advanced mode. It's not fun. I know how, because I've had to learn over the years. Please. Because on shorts, I don't even think it's that hard. I think you can go to like another tab. Impact on monetization. This change will not impact creators' earnings or how they become eligible for the YouTube Partnership Program. So keep this in mind too. A lot of people might be excited because they feel like, well, YouTube just raised the requirements. Maybe this is the trade-off. Maybe we get this as a win. No. Anytime it matters in terms of monetization, and views don't really count into that anyway, it would be engaged views, because that's what it is on shorts. You need to maintain 10 million engaged views starting in February to stay monetized with YouTube Shorts. Not 10 million views, engaged views. So keep in mind, that's how YouTube would do this as well with long form if that was a factor.
Yeah, and it won't change monetization things because again, just understand that this is a view thing. It has nothing to do with watch time. We don't know if it affects average view duration. I assume that it'll be much the same as it's done in shorts, where the only one, the AVD that really matters is the one that's on engaged views. My assumption, and this is just an assumption, is that algorithmically it's only going to care about engaged views as far as AVD goes. Anything that's unengaged, well, listen, one frame of a 10-minute video is a terrible AVD. But does it matter as long as you're still getting the impressions? Like, do you care what that number is as long as the impressions are still there? I don't know. Like, we'll see. Like, it's too early to tell. This rolls out just a couple weeks. What is it, like 2.5 weeks from now? 1 week from now?
It's so soon. It's the 17th today. That's Monday. That's 1 week from today.
Next week. 1 week from today, everybody. Get ready. It's happening. There's nothing you can do.
So it's definitely not something I'm like excited about as a creator, but I do think this is one of those changes that as time goes on, you'll just kind of forget about it, like most changes. What I was thinking before we went live was, if YouTube was just counting views like this to begin with, would anyone care? If the whole time we all knew that the first frame counted as a view, would we really care that much? If you know what I mean, if YouTube has a detection system in the back end anyway to detect fake views, like people not doing it, so in a way it doesn't matter. But our audience really, really, really cares about views. That number, like the subscriber number, is a big vanity metric we all care about, and just the view count going up is a metric we all care about. So knowing that, I wonder if anyone feels differently knowing that some of those views now will be oopsie-daisies, people not really intending to watch your stuff. I did poll it for the main channel. Do you like this new change? It's 30% yes, 32% no, and 38% says, what change? I just got here, help.
Yeah, exactly. So I see a bunch of people are just showing up, so we'll play the video one more time from Renee, which he does a really good job at explaining everything. Also, by the way, there is a race to 4K subscription thing down in the comments and description where we're helping you get to 4K before the 8K comes next year. We got all types of tools. We're doing all types of really cool stuff. Let's get into this. We'll watch this one more time for people who are just getting here. I see a lot of people, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Pay attention, class. Everyone pay attention. Pay attention. Here we go.
Moving to an exposure-based model for views across all formats, meaning a view will now be counted the moment the video begins to play from the very first frame. Hello, Insiders. I'm Rene Ritchie, a longtime creator now working at YouTube, and here's what's up. Last year, YouTube moved to an exposure-based model for Shorts views. This year, starting August 24, YouTube will be expanding that model to long-form, podcasts, live streams, all formats. YouTube is doing this to ensure consistency across the platform, to make sure every moment of connection between creator and audience is captured, and so that there's no confusion or fragmentation about what a view actually means. Creators can use this updated, standardized count to better understand views across formats and to better communicate the full scale of audience impact to brand partners and sponsors. And viewers will know when they see a view count, it's all based on the same model from that first frame. All new videos uploaded after the changes on August 24, 2026 will show the updated first frame view count. All videos uploaded prior to the change will keep their existing view count up until the change. Historical view totals will not be updated retroactively, but following the change, new views on those videos will follow the updated first frame count. To compare performance more consistently before and after the change, creators can use the engaged views metric in YouTube Studio. An engaged view means the viewer stayed to watch past the first frame and initial seconds. It's how all views were counted historically, which is why they're useful for historical comparisons. Engaged views will also remain the view metric used to qualify for Shorts, ad, and premium revenue sharing in the YouTube Partner Program and for monetization and revenue calculation across all videos. And yes, I totally understand some of this can sound complicated, but if you're already familiar with how Shorts views work today, then you're already familiar with how all views will be working after August 24. But if these new views are all new to you, we'll all be here to help. So let me know your thoughts and questions in the comments and keep it real.